Hello again, comic book fans. I'm Wild Bill from Comic Book Geezers, and my buddy Pete over here.
How's it going, everybody?
Welcome back to another episode of Comic Book Geezers, and today this is Marvel Treasury Editions Part 2.
That's right, the big ones.
Not going to be as long as our first episode, because we only got 4 of them, but I've acquired 4 new Treasury Editions since we recorded our first one. And as you can see, I've acquired number 1.
The very first
first one. This contains about 4 or 5 stories inside. Old Spider-Man's Steve Ditko artwork. I'm going to say sub 500 issue. Sub 50, excuse me.
Yeah, and actually probably sub 30 when you really think,
yeah.
Probably, because I think he stopped working like mid-30s, so yeah.
So there's a lot of good stuff in here. I bought this.
Look at the condition of this. Really good. And yes, Bill has them bagged and boarded.
Yeah.
How cool is that? I saw that and I was like, where do I get those? So I got a whole stack that don't have anything.
I was lucky to get them at flea markets and get bags, but I bought this from a woman who was posting online, and I contacted her after about a month because she kept posting it, and I got this for $25. I thought it was worth it. It was in great shape. She was originally asking $30.
Iconic John Romita artwork here, too, and you can see his name right there by the foot. This is a great pose.
We'll get back to this in a second. We'll do some show and tell, I promise.
Another great cover coming up. Check this out.
So then I added another one. I have about 11 now, Treasury Editions. Thor, the first Thor Treasury Edition. Again, other reprinted stories. Again, I haven't read this, but I flipped through it. This is my second Thor. My first one was issue 10.
That's poster worthy right there.
Oh, yeah.
That's amazing.
It says
That's
poster.
Poster worthy.
They're all, even the back cover. Oh, I just ripped the tape.
Tape's replaceable.
Tape is tape.
Tape is replaceable. Oh, look at that. Oh, man. Look at that.
Look at that. Huh?
That's framing.
If that doesn't make you want to subscribe to Comic Book Geezers, I don't know what will. Okay?
That's beautiful.
Let me just stand up here.
Gorgeous, gorgeous.
Just do a little flippy
do.
Yeah.
Got any big splash pages in there?
This has to be. Yeah, oh, the first page is pretty cool. Look at that.
Look at that. Very cool.
How about the inside cover, kids?
So my guess is these are all reprints of Kirby era stuff, so we'll probably look at the early Journey into Mysteries.
It shows you in the back to answer Pete's questions. These are the 6 issues.
So, all right, so you got the big battle with Hercules. You got all the early Hercules stuff here. This is the whole Hercules saga.
Oh, really?
That's what you got there. Oh, you were in store for
I'm hooked.
Yeah, you were
all
in store for some good
I
stuff.
think we should wrap up this episode so I can read it right now.
You gotta go get busy.
The lady I bought the Spider-Man from was also selling this.
Yeah, that's gorgeous, too.
And she wanted $45 for this. And I didn't ask about this at all. I was just interested in the Spider-Man. She had posted this online for like a month. This is 5 reprints. One is from Marvel Premiere, and then the rest are from Strange Tales.
Okay. I am almost certain that is a Jim Starlin cover.
Okay.
It looks
like him?
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. So when I got to her house, her name is Jan. I asked her to watch and subscribe. I don't know if she is. But Jan, if you're out there, thank you very much. I actually want Jan to be a guest on Comic Book Geezers, but she's in the process of trying to move to Florida. She used to own a comic book store, so I thought she'd be a great person to interview. And she's met all the artists.
Very
Steve
nice.
Ditko, Jim Steranko. I asked her what Jack Kirby was like. She said he was a wonderful human being.
Not surprised.
So she used to hang at another comic book store down in Brooklyn. And these artists used to go hang at that comic book store. I don't remember the name of it. But thank you, Jan. I got both the Spider-Man and the Doctor Strange from her. I also picked this up recently, and I got it because Pete has it. No, I'm just kidding.
It's a good one. We showed this in part 1, and it's a fun one. It's got a brand new story in it where Howard teams with the Defenders, which is kind of neat. Bill's copy is in pristine condition, much better than mine. It helps when you got it in a
bag.
Mine's been just sitting in a closet or a box for a million years.
So I asked the vendor if he had extra bags and boards. I needed 6, and he did. He hooked me up, and that concludes my Treasury Editions. I mean, we could spend all day.
Yeah,
we could spend all day flipping through them. Another little surprise from our buddy Kirk. We've talked about him, and we filmed out of the back of a trunk recently. And
you guys got to meet him.
Yeah, you got to meet him briefly.
East Coast Comic Con, yep.
Kirk talked to me about this book about 6 months ago. Hey, Bill, I got this book. This was printed in England. This was sold in the UK, and he had asked me if I was interested in this, and I said, absolutely. Now, the back cover
is the same as the front cover.
Yes. What was interesting about this book is when you look inside, it's different color inks, single color inks. Like obviously you got light blue here. I haven't gone through this yet. Let's just flip through it.
It's really different. Yeah, it's like black, white, and blue and
yeah.
black.
No colors. And it's also like got games and puzzles in here. And mazes.
That's
it's a little bit of everything. This
yeah.
is definitely a book for kids, as you can see.
Very unique.
But yeah, I needed it because I'm a Spider-Man collector. And I don't have anything like this in my Spider-Man collection. So I said, sure, Kirk, I'll buy this from you. So thank you, Kirk.
Yeah,
I don't know why he wanted to get rid of this. But
well, you know, he's got 100 long boxes.
Yeah, and he's got pressure.
he's got to make room.
Here's some color.
So it's all sorts of different stuff in there. That's really, really cool.
I just haven't had a chance to sit down and go through this.
So is that Ditko reprints?
Yes, I think so.
Nice colors on those. Yeah.
And then there's, later on, we'll get to it, there's also stories in red and white ink towards the back. So classic fights with the Vulture here.
Yep.
And then, I think at the next page, flipping over, maybe 2 pages. Great stuff, Kirk. I don't know where he finds this stuff, man.
I don't know.
More mazes.
Yeah.
Now this one, From the Depths of Defeat.
I remember that's when the Vulture and Kraven team up. Yeah. I remember that.
So this is a reprint of an issue?
Yeah, that's probably like in the 20s.
This is probably in the fine print down here.
Yeah.
I'm not reading that. So I know I saw red and white in here somewhere.
Actually, that's a little later next. That's Ramita artwork, so that's probably like in the 50s or the 60s.
Titles, issues?
Yeah.
So probably like 1966, 68, somewhere in there.
Late 60s, yeah.
Here's the red. Here's the red and white. So a whole bunch of stuff in here.
That's definitely
The Electric Sting.
Yeah. Sting of the Scorpion.
Part 2. So, if you're a Spider-Man fan and you collect, how could you not want to have this?
Is there a number on this? Like, so it's called Marvel Presents the Spider-Man Annual, and it's a UK printing. So you got it. I would just, if you do a Google search, you can probably search for it there and put like UK or something like that.
But I've never seen this before, so when Kirk pitched it, I was like, yeah, man, I definitely will take this from you. So it took a little while, you know, we don't see each other every day, but thank you, Kirk, so much. I appreciate it. Now, we'll go back to that Spider-Man.
Yeah, I'm very curious to see what's in this big #1 Treasury Edition.
First one of its kind.
This was a big deal when it was released. I remember that back cover, too.
Back cover?
Yeah.
All right, so we got Spider-Man.
How cool is this? Right? All the main characters and a lot of the main
You got your storyline right in here. Who's what pages.
Is that Mysterio I see at the bottom there? So for all you people getting ready to see that new Spider-Man film, that's the main villain right there.
When's that coming out? This summer?
I think next month, I think.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Although it's weird. From the trailer, it looks like they're positioning him in the film.
The Daily Bugle.
Very cool.
Definitely cool.
He's initially going to try and fool everybody into thinking that he's a hero, but then in the end, he's not going to be.
Okay.
Yeah, classic Ditko. Look at that. That's early Green Goblin appearance right there, folks.
Look at that.
Well, that's beautiful. It's something when you see, even though these are mostly
Here is his broomstick back glider.
Yep, that might
the original one. That's the first glider.
That's got to be it. Yep.
It is because it's a broomstick.
So
the other ones I have in my issues, it looks more like a bat.
So that's got to be killed him. That's got to be the first appearance then.
Yeah, definitely cool stuff in here.
That's what I always liked about these Treasury Editions, even though most of them are reprints and you may have some of them.
But they're blown up.
They're blown up big and colorful.
And then, you know, the fight scenes, you know.
Oh, look who's there. The Hulk. Flat top.
Is that Frankenstein? No.
Ditko had a weird way of drawing the Hulk.
Flat head like Frankenstein.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of how they
So, you know, I was shocked, number one, that it was online.
MJ.
And number two, that no one was taking it. So I wrote and asked her. I said, did you sell that yet? And she said no. So she dropped the price $5. She was asking $30. I usually spend $10 on average for Treasury Editions. I don't like to spend more than $10. So
But it's a number one.
It's a number one, and she dropped the price $5. And you know, if I wanted to haggle, I would have said 20. But when I kept in touch with her on text message, she said it's 25, right? And I was like, yes, it's 25. I didn't haggle with her, but she really did me solid with that Doctor Strange. So I got both of them for $50. She wanted 45 for Doctor Strange alone. So that was really sweet of her. So Jan, thank you so much if you're watching. I really appreciate that, hon. And I really wish you well on your travels to Florida when you move. But I would definitely love to get you on our show. I think our fans would like that. If you guys want to see Jan,
give us a thumbs up.
Yeah, say yes to Jan, and I'll reach out to her.
Yes to Jan. Yes to Jan.
Oh, and our buddy Paul, our vendor Paul, has dealt with her too. So Paul, I was talking to Paul about her, and he knows her. I think she'd be a great person to interview. I think she'd have a lot of stories to tell.
Cool.
Anyway, guys, that's our second Treasury Edition. Thanks for watching. I'm Wild Bill saying thanks for being with us. And stay tuned for more great episodes of Comic Book Geezers.
And I'm Pete, and we got Iron Man Part 2.
Part 2.
Coming at you
Issues
next.
51 through 100.
That's right. So we'll see you then.
All right. Take care. Bye-bye.